Good morning, everyone. This is Jim, and we're at the 9th annual Send a Scout to Camp car show in Gardnerville, Nevada. And looking around, I see a few cars I've already seen before, but I've also seen some that I haven't. So I hope you enjoy the show, and here we go. Jim, what's yours?
Bill.
Bill. Okay, and this is your car here, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about it.
It's a 1923 T-Bucket. It was built originally in the 80s and been kind of stashed away in a garage for a little over 20 years. I found it in the garage and took it all apart and rebuilt it all and brought it back to life.
That must have been exciting.
It's a little bit of a project.
Oh, bet, yeah, but it'd be exciting too to take it from that to this.
Yep.
How many years ago was that?
This was 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
And that's still the original 40-year-old paint and interior in that. And then I built a new motor for it and basically took the whole car and just refurbished it, rebuilt it all.
Well, boy, she's a beauty, I'll say that.
Thank you very much.
And I thank you for sharing that with us.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. What's your name?
Mike Tomasco.
Okay.
I have a 67 Camaro. I've owned it since 1973. It was my high school car.
Your high school car? Oh, man, you were lucky. I wish I'd have had one like that in high school.
Well, it was
I had a 51 Chevy.
it was $895 because it had a blown motor in it.
Oh.
So
mine was $250. Push button start, 6-cylinder, you know, the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's much better.
So it's been repainted, and that was about 13 years ago. And that's the original color, original interior. And the only thing that's not original in the powertrain is the motor. But the transmission, rear end, drivetrain's all the same. I put disc brakes on the front because it had 4-wheel non-disc drum brakes. It was kind of scary braking sometimes. And what else we got in there?
What size motor is that? 327?
It's a 350. It's an SS
350?
RS 350. And the SS is the motor, and the RS, you can tell it's got the backup lights below the bumper, and it's got hideaway headlights.
Hideaway headlights. Yep,
yeah,
I know.
You know what those are? Okay. And I only drive it during the summer, try not to drive it in the rain.
You can't help that sometimes.
Yeah. And I just put new tires on it last year because the older ones were 15 years old and they still had a lot of tread on them, but they're
cracking a little bit, yeah.
And I just had to put a new regulator in it this morning because it started overcharging. But it runs good and it's a fun car to drive.
Great. Well, thank you for that, and I appreciate you sharing it with us.
My name is Eric Hack. I've had this Mustang for 42 years.
42 years?
42 years.
Wow.
Mom bought it back in the mid-70s. I bought it off of her when I was 16. I took my driving test in it.
You guys are so lucky. When I was 16, I had a 51 Chevy Fastback.
Oh wow.
I never had anything like this.
Well, I've put 14 years of work into this.
Oh, I'm sure you have.
It has all total control suspension, 4-point G-Link system in the rear, subframe connectors. It's set up for road course. 347, built by Steve Tansey. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. It was a lot of time, a lot of work. Had to fix a few rust spots in it. But,
How many horsepower has it got?
I do not know. I've never dynoed it. I only have like not even 500 miles on it.
It's
yet.
got a 347 in it, right?
Yeah, it's 302. Yeah, but it's a 347 stroker. But yeah, it's got the Dart Pro 1 heads on it, air gap intake, 650 Holly on top, soon to be fuel injected. I'm just running the Holly right now to break her in. But yeah, she's my pride and joy.
Yeah, I bet she is. I bet she gets up and goes too, don't she?
She gets out of her own
I
way.
bet so. Well, look, thank you so much for
you're
your
very
time. I
welcome.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Running heavy scoops on them and stuff like hard to find. 31st, 36th. Oh yeah, no. That's just Louis got his guy.
It was nice how they notched the bottom of the air cleaner.
Oh yeah. It's a little stuff. Yeah, exactly.
It shows it's so much checker. Didn't say let's just raise the thing up.
We got a few announcements. We got vendors, a lot of different types of things available to look at and purchase down there at the east end of the park. There are also a Nevada Nosh food truck there to serve lunch for that. Yeah, we still have another food truck that's supposed to be here, a taco truck. If you have any questions, you can come right here behind me is the DJ booth. I should be here part of the time, and Vicky's there, so any questions you have, come there. Any concerns you have, come there. We have about 130 cars here today. Less than what we had hoped for, but because of other venues, we expected this. Just have a good time, listen to the music. At 11 o'clock, we're going to have an auction. And promptly at 3 o'clock, we're going to do the award ceremony. So, and we're going to have a 50-50 drawing today. So, you guys get your wallets out. Somebody's going to take home some cash. Just have a good time.
It's hard to see in the dark. It's yellow, but it's powerful.
That's all I need.
I got no bumpers. Excuse me. He was a better.
And then he broke it down. We had big old open knives on the back of his car. It was a cool bike.
Stan was a good guy. You sure miss him.
Yeah.
Even
been
when I
very-
didn't need a haircut, I'd go by the house.
Yeah. Did you see that?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, he just put a whole new kit in there. So that's $5,000 for that sucker.
Easy to spend money on a car.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's a beauty. Did you ever see the picture of it before?
She's on the way. Take care.
had a TR. Mine was a TR4.
I think I'll come back to this. And super my favorite car.
My favorite car of my entire life was my TR4. It had the same dashboard. I'll have to show you pictures of it. Right in the car.